Very good afternoon and welcome to Taunton Park for this Panorama National League South clash between Bath City and Truro City. Jerry Gill's Chargers returned to winning ways here at Taunton last week with victory over Slough Town, and now face another side in the bottom half. I'm Michael Powell, and delighted to say alongside me this afternoon is Andrew Kerslake. A very good afternoon to you, Andrew.
Good afternoon.
So we are about ready for kick-off here at Taunton Park. Bath City in their usual black and white stripes, black short and white stocks. Truro City decked out all in blue this afternoon. Bath City will be kicking towards the Bristol end in this first half, for those of you who are familiar with Taunton Park, as the referee does get us underway here. Morton flips the ball out to Watkins on the halfway line. Forward touch for Adam Mann. He wins it back now with Watkins. Again, good interplay with Mann, who goes down the right-hand side, trying to drive away. It's a skip inside too. It's still with Adam Mann up to the edge of the area. His cross is then blocked and falls to Conor Riley. Looking at it long first time, looking for Harvey, but Joe Romanski's underneath it. Now it's out to Straker on the Bath City left, just inside the Truro City half. Captain who characteristically missed a penalty last week. Ball now finds its way to Hind on the left-hand side, into the area, goes down under pressure, and the referee's pointed to the spot. I must say it looks soft on first view, and there's a little bit of contact, but not much. Nick Grimes is the man who's been penalised. Bath City with an early chance to take the lead here at Taunton Park. Anthony Straker, who was denied 7 days ago, chance to put the wrongs of February into the rights of March. Steps up, sends the keeper the wrong way, into the bottom corner. An absolutely perfect start for Bath City. Less than 3 minutes on the clock. They're 1-0 up, courtesy of an Anthony Straker penalty.
Well, if you want to get the crowd going, there's nothing better than a goal just 3 minutes into the match. Straker, again, really like last Saturday, very much relying on placement. Not a lot of power in the shot, all the way along the ground. Luckily, he put it to the keeper's left and the keeper went right.
Yeah, it's the sort of penalty that, when they go in, you say it's a good penalty, sort of slow run up, waited for the keeper to go and put it the other way. It's with the long throw in here range, another attribute that gets flicked back out to him, now into the feet of Watkins. Goes for a little black flick, but it's well read by Rue Neal, though. Is then good persistence by Watkins, who's then hauled down by Conor Riley low, and will be a free kick to Bath City right down on the goal line.
Yeah, great position to get a free kick in, just about 20 yards out, a couple of yards from the edge of the 18-yard box, as you say, right by the goal line, and all the City players are lined up ready to run in on goal.
Adam Mann whips in towards the far post, Rigg nods it back across goal, and it's cleared off the line by Ben Harding. Excellent defending by the Truro man, getting back, but it's still with Morton, though he gives it away.
Saying Truro coming back into it a bit more. I mean, I think one of the reasons for that is Watkins and Rigg both gave the ball away, and Hind's about to get a booking here. Second time in 2 matches this has happened, not retreating when a free kick's awarded. He was virtually closer to the ball than the Truro player was. Got a similar booking last week, and it's not really necessary. The ball's on the halfway line, out for the touch line. No major threat at that moment.
Rilo swings it in towards the far post. The header banked off the back of Romanski, then flicked forward by Lewington, but too much on that is gathered comfortably by Ryan Clark, who delivers long and first time, looking for Adam Mann up against Thompson. His touch falls as far as Sean Rigg, midway inside the Truro City half. 3 players against him. He skins Thompson down the outside, then crosses in towards the back post, nodded away by Riley though. Hines then nods it down to Watkins, 20 yards out on the Bath City right. Now inside to Morton in a more central position. Across to Straker on the left-hand side. Bath City captain, the man who scored the only goal so far this afternoon. Now into Adam Mann, back out to Straker on the left. His cross is blocked by Thompson. Now it's back with Batten. He's out to Watkins on the halfway line. On the Bath City right, into Hines. Up against Richards, and a nice layoff with Watkins, 1-2. Chance for him to come forward, whips in across, but it's well defended by Harlan. Deflects off him behind for the first corner of the afternoon to Bath City. I mean, in swinger from Adam Mann with his left boot, which he now delivers. It's well Headed clear, but only as far as Morton on the edge there. He lines up a strike, miscues it, and it travels wide off Harvey Rivers' post. Not really troubling the Truro City keeper. True striker gets the ball, and then Thompson flicks it forward, looking for Lewington. Does well, then just to lay it off to Harvey. Goes for a strike here, it's deflected and comfortable for Ryan Clark. Thompson gets the better of Straker, comes away with it to the centre circle, looks to take on Rains, but he's quite easily dispossessed. Rains then looks to spray the ball out to the left-hand side to Adam Mann. He will just about keep it in play. Then swings in the ball, looking for Hines, and Watkins trying to get in at the far post, but it's well defended by Riley Lowe, who's forced to put it behind for another corner kick. Grimes with the long ball forward, Lewington in behind, and if he controlled it on his chest, he might have had a good chance there, the Truro City front man. Thompson tries to play it forward, it's blocked, Adam Mann will pick it up, Hines is going to be offside.
Just miles offside.
Never got back on side, he was trying to play off the last man, but there's a yard too deep. Rooney takes a bit of a stumble in the area, stays on his feet, lays it off to Riley Lowe, and now across to Thompson on the right-hand side. It's a bit behind him, but picks it up, then looks to run past Straker again. Thompson cuts back, he's past the Bar City captain easy to the byline, fires it across goal, and it's stabbed up in the air by Cundy. Clark then comes out, completely miscues the punch, drops here, and it's chance, and it's incredible block on the line by Andy Watkins. Alex Battle did everything right, kept it low on target, and Andy Watkins with a brilliant goal line clearance to preserve Bar City's lead. East Thurrock United just turned it around, they're now 2-1 up against Billericay. That is the only game with more than one goal in it so far this afternoon. As Rain shows a lovely turn tight on the right hand touch and then comes away with it. Checks back inside, looking for options. Then looks to stab it in behind for Watkins, who's got goal side of Richards. Lays it across. Here's Hines, chance to shoot. Hines straight at the keeper. Man can't control it. Still with Hines, 20 yards out. Across to Rigg on the edge of the area. It's going to lay it to Straker. Bar City still on the attack. Captain drives it in low, and it's foot away from Nick Grimes behind for another corner kick, but that was brilliant interplay by Rains and Watkins, and all that was lacking was the finish. Adam Mann will take it. This one from the far side, so it will be an out swinger from the left footer. Drives in towards the penalty spot. As Cundy rises highest, but his header drifts over the crossbar. Now Straker dinks the ball forward. It's flicked on by Mann to Hines. It's hard in for company. Holds it up well, lays it short to Rigg. And now with Straker, cuts inside onto his left foot into Hines. It's a flick away from the defender. Morton lays it off to Rigg. Nice interplay in the centre of the pitch. Now is Straker, who's central on this occasion. Mann making a run, looks to set it through. Adam Mann will get there first. He's onside man. Looks to put it past keeper. Harvey Rose saves with his feet. Good play by Bar City. Wonderful ball through by Straker, but the Truro City keeper was up to the task.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity there. Unfortunately, Mann firing straight at the keeper. He probably had a little bit longer. He could have afforded to run on a bit, maybe try and go round the keeper as he went down, but instead a shot straight at him, which Harvey Rivers was easily able to clear.
Joe Rains with the long throwing in. Cundy looks to flick it on, which he does, and Rivers plucks it out of the air. Thompson on Truro City right. He thinks about crossing from deep, instead looks to cut inside. Then plays the ball forward, takes a bit of a nick off the defender, so Cundy has to deal with it. He does well, and then Romanski tries to complete the clearance. It ricochets back off Thompson, who keeps it in. It's a brilliant delivery from Thompson, it well defended at the back post. It's still alive with Riley Lowe inside the area, up against Range, trying to twist and turn the left wing back. Forced wide, it still has it, and then cross in, deflects off Range, comes back off the left back behind for a corner kick, but once again, Niall Thompson causing some problems down that right-hand side. Played forward by Rowthorne. Batten, a diving header, gets their header Lewington. And Straker is caught on the halfway line, and it will be the first yellow card of the afternoon, coming the way of Ben Rowthorne.
Second yellow card. Don't forget Hines
Sorry,
had one earlier on. Yes.
How could I forget?
I know we want to forget that. I know we want to forget it. At least this one is for a foul, whereas Hines was just for being a bit daft.
Morton standing over the free kick will be the last action in this first half. He plays it long, and it really is the last action, because before anybody's managed to get their head on the end of it, the referee blows the half-time whistle. So it is Bath City 1, Truro City 0 here at the interval. Anthony Straker's third-minute penalty after Freddie Hines had been felled by Nick Grimes. Difference between the two sides.
So it's Ryan Bunt's going to be coming on for the second period, and it's Andy Watkins going off.
Rigg digs across out towards the far post. Brunt gets his head on it, and at the second attempt nods it towards goal. Rivers cuts it out of the ear, but that was a chance all of his own making there from Ryan Brunt. Truro City centre half, and then plays a long ball forward, although only as far as Sean Rigg. He stabs it forward to Hines. Nice little left to man. Back to Hines in behind it. It's here. Freddie Hines with a chance. Rolls it past the keeper off the post. So unlucky from Hines. Did everything right. Couldn't quite find the finish. Brunt keeps it alive. Harding nods it away. It's now back with Rains on the edge of the area. Plays it out to Brunt, who's on the right-hand side. Crosses in. It's well defended by Harding, but Rains again picks up the loose ball and then miscontrols it. Runs it out of play, but there's nice ball in behind from Adam Mann. Truro City defence somewhat caught out, and Hines put it past the goalkeeper, but couldn't beat the far post.
Well, that was a near-perfect move. Great pace from City. Hines, really good control. Last week, of course, he was in a similar situation, one-on-one with the keeper. Did just manage to step to one side and put it into the net.
So, still Bath City 1, Truro City 0. Rigg stabs it forward. Here's Mann again on the halfway. It's a drive forward. He lays it off to Hines. He's out on the left, one-on-one with Grimes, driving forward here, Hines. Supposed to check back, uses Straker, crosses in first time. It deflects off the feet of Alex Battle, behind for a corner kick, and Bath City have started this second period on the front foot. 1-0, not a comfortable scoreline. Mann drifts the corner in. It finds its way to Rigg at the far post, up against Harvey. The twist and turn, then misses a shot that deflects, and it's brilliant reactions from Harvey Rivers to turn it down the post. Rigg completely misses his shot. It deflected up off Harding and nearly screamed past the keeper at the near post. Adam Mann will take this corner kick for Bath City. Second of the second half. He drills it in low. It's, well, Cundy doesn't actually quite get this. So it's headed away by Richards. Morton then with a long-range strike, but it's straight at the Truro City goalkeeper. Harvey chests it down. It's the first time strike from Battle, but that balloons over the crossbar, and Ryan Clark's afternoon remains relatively untroubled and plays the ball long upfield. Brunt battling away. It's good control, lays it off to Mann. Slips it through. Hines is onside, up towards the edge of the area, checks back. He's got Brunt alongside him. He can't quite squeeze it out to him. It's excellent defending again by Ben Harding, who really has been outstanding so far this afternoon. Hosts really have dominated the second period so far without adding to their goal tally. Is a chance though for Truro City to come the other way with Harvey. It's caught late, and it will be a free kick. The ball found its way out to Thompson, who was fancying taking on Straker once again, but referee's pulled it back, and Sean Rigg will be the third man in the book this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't think there was that was an intentional foul, but it was a bad one. Rigg just catching him straight away, realised what he'd done, put his hand up and just tapped the player. No trainer on the pitch yet.
More than in the balance, as Concord Rangers have actually just scored a second at Chelmsford. Flick back inside to Rigg here, 20 yards out. Looks to drive forward. Sean Rigg goes down under a bit of pressure. It's behind for a corner kick as the ball runs away off Nick Grimes. Mann decides to go short on this occasion to Hines. Back to Mann. He's going to drift the cross. It's not the best, but the clearance is poor as well. Cundy shows good skill on the edge of the area, but once again it's Ben Harding who's there, and Tyler Harvey back on the pitch, battling away for it on the halfway line, but he's outnumbered 2-1, and Morton drifts away from his man. Lays out to Brunt on the right-hand side. Brunt's going to go for a long-range strike, deflects off Jamie Richards, and behind for another corner kick. Adam Mann will be the person once again who takes it, drifts it in towards the penalty spot. Brunt rising highest, gets his head on it, but nods it wide of the far post. Niall Thompson can come the other way with Straker out of position. Hines backtracking. Still going Thompson to the byline, then crosses in towards the far post to Harvey, and it's an excellent block by Jack Batson. Tyler Harvey met it well on the volley. Would have been troubling Ryan Clark, but it's now with Riley Lowe. Crosses in towards the far post, but there's too much on that. It's over. Absolutely everyone out for throw. Hines is in behind him, and he tries to lift it over the goalkeeper. It's well defended though by Jamie Richards. Bath City still on the front foot though with Brunt, 25 yards out. Goes across the range. He's got a load of players around him. Tries to step it through from Mann and just couldn't quite bring it under his spell. Truro City also going to make a change at the same time here. It's Jason Banton, man who arrived on loan from Torquay yesterday, coming on.
It's Jared Lewington that's going off.
Woking have just equalised away to Hungerford Town. Goals starting to go in around the National League South. Oxford City have also taken the lead at Chippenham Town, and Rains drives across him from the right. It's Harding who's here again. He really has been brilliant so far this afternoon, the man at the heart of that Truro City back three. And Rains nodded on, Brunt's then bundled over by Jamie Richards, and we got free kick. Hines and Rigg having the debate. I fancy Sean Rigg will be the man who takes it. He does. It's straight into the midriff of Harvey Rivers. Stern harrying him all the way, but retains possession, the Truro City substitute, and plays it across to Alex Battle. Now into Harvey, nice 1-2, although the return ball doesn't actually quite find its way back to his target as Cundy steps up, and now Stern looks to come forward. Looks to set Hines in behind, but it was excellently read by Grimes, though he then gave it away by playing it square to Rains. He checks back onto his left foot, lays it across for Stern on the edge of the area, but it's wonderful backtracking by Ben Rowton on that occasion to stop Stern getting on the end of it, and Torquay look to come the other way as the game starts to open up. Harvey flips it out to the left-hand side to Rooney. He's given a nudge in the back by Jack Batten, and that will be a free kick to Truro City, about 30 yards out on their left-hand side. Still have a one-goal advantage as Banton swings away the ball. It's going all the way through to Tyler Harvey, who stuck his foot out onside and couldn't quite direct it goalwards from the 6-yard box. And slight change of formation, presumably here, with Harding going off, and Zibbeth, who joined midway through the season from Mousehole.
Mousehole.
Stern to battle away, skips past two quite easily, and then goes for goal from a tight angle. There's a few groans from the crowd outside of the pitch. So now it's with Thompson for Truro City. Skips inside, Strake then tries to drive between two, but a slightly heavy touch allows Romansky to nip in, but only as far as Riley Lowe. Lays it off to Zibbeth. Chance to take on Rain. Skips the bar and crosses in low, and it's ricocheted with the studs of Jack Batten, and Ryan Clark has to be alert to clutch the loose ball.
Yeah, I think Jack Batten didn't have any idea where that was going and just flicked off his foot. Luckily, Clark alert to it and saved the corner. But City, we said they need to switch on. There's still another 15 minutes plus stoppage time to go in this match, and at the moment they're not really utilising the space as much as they could do.
Brunt flicks off his Stearns, beautiful point, signs in behind you, over the goalkeeper and wide of the post from Freddie Hines. It was brilliant play by Stern and Brunt, but the young Bristol City loanee couldn't apply the required finish. Former Exeter City man plays it into Rooney, still with him, but he's dispossessed as Rigg gets a foot in. Stern, who's quite deep, trying to come away, plays it into Rigg. Hines again in that left-hand channel. He's found by Rigg, doesn't quite control it instantly, but retains possession on the edge of the area. Thinks about playing it to Straker, instead lays it off to Rigg, 20 yards out, back into Hines, out wide to Straker. He lays it short to Morton. Bar City is trying to work angle for the cross. Straker then delivers from deep, looking for Ryan Brunt. Battling away with two Truro City players. Falls slightly wide, but retains possession. Bar City frontman, back to Rains. Tries to turn away from Zibbeth into Brunt, and then does really well to get away from his man, Brunt. Lays it back to Rains. Chance maybe to cross, driving in behind, crosses in, and it's narrowly over the head of Ross Stern. His next dugout cross from Joe Rains, and with a fraction too much height in it for the man in the middle.
Just looking there, we went to a back line of almost 6 for a moment. It's not necessary to do that yet, and it just predicts that the ball will come back to the defence. Ball
in behind. Harvey gets through, he's past the goalkeeper. Harvey stabs it across goal into the back of the net, and just as Andrew was saying, I hope Bar City don't get too deep. They do. Ryan Clark, you have to say, his starting position looked too deep. He then came, tried to collect it, didn't get there. Harvey got past him, and it was a very, very good finish off the floor from the Truro City man. Stabbed it into the net. He has his 19th of the season. Truro City back on level terms at Twerton Park.
And that was really a goal that City brought on themselves. There's no need for that defence to open up in that way. Harvey's threatened all afternoon, certainly by far and away their best option up front. And, well, City are going to have their work cut out, I think, to get all the points. Their run of away results, only one win away from home in their last 6 outings, and yep, they'll have come here hopeful, but probably not anticipating too much. But City on the attack now.
Morton now in behind, crosses in. Hines gets a flick on the header. Brunt will keep it in on the far side. Couldn't get enough purchase on it, Freddie Hines. Brunt up against Riley Lowe. He's got Rains for support. He gets a throw in though off the Truro man. Takes it quickly to Rains. Now across to Morton, who's 30 yards out and central. Plays it into the feet of Rigg on the edge of the Eries. Closed down quickly. Zibath stabs it away, but Straker will pick up the loose ball. Into Morton, he plays it forward, but well defended by Thompson, who gets a touch on it, stops it going behind for a corner. Free kick, which Hines and Rigg are standing next to. It's played short to Hind, he shoots, it's closed, deflects back off him. You could see they were going to try something inventive, and in fact the last touch actually came off a Truro City man behind for a corner kick. There's plenty of aerial prowess in there if Stern can find the right delivery. Into the far post, it's Brunt who gets there, but his header under pressure is wide of the post. Now Morton on the halfway line, still showing for it. Plays it into Rigg. Now, a bit of space in front of Sean Rigg. He's going to go for a long range strike. It's a great effort. Oh, it's off the top of the crossbar. It's a wonderful effort from Sean Rigg from all 30, 35 yards. Almost caught Harvey Rivers unawares, and as it dipped over the keeper off the top of the crossbar and away. It's going to be Thompson who trots up to take the throw in. Into battle, now into the area to Zibath. Finds half a yard, flashes in across. It's a really dangerous ball. If Dan Rooney had gambled, he may have just got there, but it's picked up on the far side by Banton. And now lays it back to Riley Lowe. Truro City ending the game strongly here at Twerton Park. Banton looks to skip past Rains. It's a good battle, he does well. Cross it in low to Harvey, and then it's turned over the bar by Zibath. Big chance for Truro City right at the depth, and he just couldn't quite sort his feet out.
Hines picks the ball up.
He might have a chance as he smuggles it out to the left to Strake, up to the edge of the area. Crosses low and easily blocked, and that is the full-time whistle here at Twerton Park. So it's finished. Bath City 1, Truro City 1. Anthony Straker's early penalty cancelled out by a Tyler Harvey goal 12 minutes from time. On the balance of play, say Bath City enjoyed more of the possession, more of the chances, particularly in the opening 75 minutes, but Truro City battled well, were resolute at the back, and I'm sure they will say they maybe deserved a point for their efforts this afternoon.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Bath City because for really 3/4 of this match they enjoyed the bulk of possession. They had some great chances, Hines in particular, two down that left-hand side, and then a great shot by Rigg off the crossbar. But all credit to Truro for a defence that's leaked more goals than any other side in the league. I thought they battled well at the back.
Maybe 2 points dropped at home for Bath City, but it's certainly all not lost for the Rollers. Thank you very much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will see you next Saturday.